Ciao everyone, welcome to another live virtual tour in Italy. Today we are heading off to the green heart of Italy, also known as Umbria, and we're going to the beautiful hilltop town Todi. Today's special guest is Thomas from Il Giottone. Il Giottone is a cooking school and beautiful accommodation in Todi. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to add Thomas in and we're going to get started on our live walk. So just bear with me as I add in Thomas. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining. So we're going off to Umbria today. Ciao, Thomas.
How are you?
Buongiorno. Good, and you?
Well, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. How about me? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Fantastic.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thomas, I was wondering if before we get started, you can just introduce yourself for people who might not already know you.
Yeah. So I'm Thomas, and together with my almost wife, Lisbeth, we moved to Todi 12 years ago. Before that, we're both chefs, so we had a restaurant in Copenhagen, an Italian restaurant, and then we decided to change life completely. Move to the countryside, and start a new chapter in life.
Wow. And what made you pick Umbria? Wow.
Umbria we knew from holidays, and we've been working with wine producers from Umbria before, so we knew the area. So we always worked with Italian food and wine. So yeah.
Wow. Oh, amazing place to pick. And Todi is where you're based. So absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, we're just outside the wall. We're actually on the wall, so it's
amazing. Well, that sounds great. I think we've got quite a few people who've joined, so we can probably start our tour. So, Thomas, you were telling me that you wanted to start,
So right now, I can just turn you around maybe so you can see what's going on here. Yeah. So right now we are kind of in what we call Giardinetti, which is kind of like a little square park, which is really cold in the winter and nice and cool in the summer. So in the northern part of the town, so this is where people sit in the summertime, cooling down.
Oh, wow.
And it's like the view from here. So this is the oldest part of town, basically. So you can just see the Duomo on the kind of the right, and then the Bishop's Palace and all this old medieval part of town. So
wow, lovely view.
Yeah. So let's go up here. Just turn your back on. See me. No, it's not so interesting. So yeah, Todi is an old Roman town, basically.
And where is Todi for people who don't know?
Todi is southern Umbria, but almost in the middle. So it's very, very central to get here, and you have easy access to all towns around Todi. So you have like Assisi, Perugia, Orvieto, Foligno, all kinds of towns around. So it's very easy. We're very central.
And can you reach the town without a car, or do you really need to have a car?
You can, but then you're kind of stuck here. So we always recommend people to hire a car. And it's fairly easy to get here with car because it's on main roads all the time. So it's very easy with the E45, which is like the main road in Umbria, and then you have the highway as well to Orvieto, so it's really easy.
Yeah, perfect. How far are you from Orvieto?
Orvieto is like half an hour.
Oh, that's not far.
And also Perugia is half an hour, so we're kind of in the middle. And Assisi is 45 minutes. Let me just turn you around, because now it's getting a little bit more interesting here.
Beautiful.
If you can see, maybe it's a little bit sunny here.
Lovely. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day.
It's so beautiful here. It's a bit cold, actually. So this is what we call, this street is called Giufelli, which is kind of the main road into town. And this is where you have small restaurants. This is a really nice place called Osteria Valle.
Ah, okay.
So, and then this is the main town road into town.
very quiet this morning, it seems.
It's very quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always very
Lovely.
busy in the morning around 8, and then it dies down until after the kids gets picked up from school.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Does it get quite busy in
And
the
it's
summertime?
really low season now. I mean, everything is closed basically.
Yeah, yeah. In the summertime, does it get quite busy?
It gets busier. Also, a lot of foreigners have houses here for holiday homes, so
Yes,
it,
right.
a lot of Americans actually.
Ah,
And
interesting.
Todi, I think in the 90s it was voted the most habitable town in the world for some reason.
Really? Wow.
By Kentucky Institute or University.
Yeah. All the
Then
American
it's just from there. So all Americans know Todi.
Oh, wow. Isn't that
Yeah.
funny? I mean, it looks like a beautiful place to live, I must
Yeah,
say.
it is. Now we come to one of the main churches in town.
Mhm.
See, it is very sunny now. I'm
Yeah, it's
struggling with the sun.
Oh, no.
Can you see it?
Oh,
So this is the church of San Fortunato and
yeah.
San. Oh, it's never been finished, but it's really nice. It's one of the few Gothic churches in Italy.
Oh,
Maybe
someone
besides Milan.
asked
Oh,
us,
maybe
what
you
town
can talk
is this? Sorry, I was just saying, someone said, what town is this? We're in Todi. So we're in Umbria.
Cool. So yeah, so this is one of the main churches in town, which is, if you want to hear stories about it, it's not actually owned by the church, it's owned by the Comune.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because in like medieval times, Orvieto has one of the most famous cathedrals of Italy, I think. And Umbria and Todi has always been into like a war, like Orvieto and Todi. So Todi decided to build this church because it was supposed to be bigger than the one in Orvieto. Never happened, basically, so because they ran out of money.
Oh, it's a little bit, I mean, it looks lovely,
but it's really nice inside, and you can climb into the tower for a really nice view.
Wow.
So it's beautiful. And then there's also the crypt from, there's a very famous poet, medieval poet in Italy called Jacobone di Todi, which was a Franciscan friar in the just before Francesco, or just after Francesco. And he was one of the few that kind of wrote in the spoken language, la lingua vulgare, where everything else was written in Latin at that time. So he was kind of the first poet to write in the spoken language.
Wow. That's
up there as well.
Huh. Well, we're going to have to visit inside that church on our trip to Todi.
You have to, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Oh, someone said before, Thomas, it looks like a movie, these streets. It's very picturesque.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Because nothing's changed really since medieval times. So,
wow.
So it's all the buildings are more or less medieval from here and everywhere.
Wow. Amazing.
And you have like small shops and restaurants all over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. I wanted to ask you now, you're obviously chefs. I'm sure you've got, very high standards when it comes to food. But some of your favorite places to eat in Todi. We saw the first restaurant. Do you have any others that you love?
In town, there's the Osteria Valle, which is really nice. He's actually from Rome, Simone, but he's been living here for like 10 years as well. So that's really nice. Outside town, I mean, Umbrian food in general is very basic. Yeah. So it's very rustic. And so there's a place out town called Cibocchi, which is a very classical trattoria from the 50s, I think. Yeah. Still owned by the same family. And they do all the classics like the cacciatore, everything. Yeah. So it's really nice vegetables, salumi.
Oh, the salumi.
So, but then there's also, I can show this one, just next to the church, which is actually really amazing. This is, maybe our favorite place. If you can see it up there. That's little bench at the. So it's just next to the church. It's called Vinarias and Fortunato. So it's like a wine bar, which is owned by Giuseppe. So it's wine bar with a kitchen. And then in the summertime, under these trees, under these cipressi, they have like a nice terrace. So you sit like watching the church at night, which is really beautiful. So that's maybe my favorite in town. It's on one of these places where the locals we hang out. So kind of just for a glass of wine. So it's very informal, but everything is informal here. There's nothing fancy.
Yeah, I love that though. That's
very simple people here.
I like that. It's really refreshing. Someone was just asking while we were talking about food, is there any typical Umbrian desserts?
Yeah, there's all these kind of festive desserts, which I mean, right now you have all the Carnivale treats.
Yeah.
And then there's one just from Todi called pasta dolce, which is it's the most horrible thing to eat. So it's basically cooked pasta with breadcrumbs and cocoa powder, and then you have this very strange liqueur called alchemins, which is like this red liqueur that they pour over it. It tastes like I don't know what. So, but otherwise, the desserts are very classical from everything else.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds very.
The main cooking is like they have a lot of pulses like chickpeas, beans, lentil. Lentil is very famous from Umbria, from Castelluccio.
Yes.
Then in this area they do a lot of chicken and lots of wild boar and truffles, of course. So lots of truffle in Umbria.
Yeah.
So this is also just we have our theater here in the town.
Beautiful.
So this is the third biggest theater in Umbria.
Wow.
498 seats. So it's a really nice theater. So like it's built like on the same as the La Scala. So you have the same kind of setting and setup. So it's really beautiful inside. Yeah. And they do offer like twice a month. There's like a show going on in there.
Wow, it's all happening in Todi. That sounds great.
It is. We're very happening. And then once a year, there's what they call Torti Festival, which is like a artsy festival that takes on for two weeks, more or less, where there's like people from all over the world comes and they perform and do stuff here.
When is that? Is that during the summertime?
Yeah, that's like late August.
Amazing! I didn't know about that. Love to visit.
Yeah.
Someone's just asking, what's the population of Todi, if you know off the top of your head?
In all the area, we are like 17,000.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But in historical center, we are just about 1.8 maybe.
Right.
It's very. I mean, people don't want to live in central, which is the same all over Italy. People think it's too complicated to live in historical center, so it's no parking and the shops are closing, and it's a little bit sad. But hopefully, it will turn around at one point.
Yeah. Is the Il Ghiotone in the? Oh, we've just lost you for a second. Let's just wait as the Wi-Fi comes back. Always the joys of touring outside. Sometimes it cuts out a little bit, so just bear with us. If Thomas keeps walking, it should come back. If you have any questions, please pop them in, and when Thomas is back, we'll make sure to ask. All right, I'll add him back in. His Wi-Fi has just gone out. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Invite. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
I think we're back now.
We're back.
So internet is really bad in this area.
That's fine. I thought the Wi-Fi might be. Oh, here we go again. I know you're back.
We are back online. So now I'll show you around. We are in what we call Piazza del Popolo. So this is the
Oh, we've lost you again. everyone who's just joining. We're in Todi.
Am I losing you again?
Oh, here we go. We've got you. Keeps cutting out a little bit, but this looks amazing, this part. So everyone who's just joining, we're in a hilltop town in Umbria. We're in Todi, and we're chatting to Thomas from Il Ghiotone, which is a cooking school, and here we go, a guest house.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. It's quite slow.
Okay. I don't know what's with
hear you.
You keep losing here. All right, here we go.
Perfect.
All right. So this is the Piazza Del Pobolo with the Duomo, which is like a 12th century building, still all original. And then you have like the Piazza, which is what they call one of the most well-preserved medieval piazzas in Italy, basically.
Oh, wow, it's amazing. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. So these two buildings, this is the oldest building in the piazzas from the 1100s, the 11th century. And the
Wow.
and the tower up there used to be a prison.
Really?
Yes, that's the old prison in town in medieval times.
Yeah. Wow. Can you climb the tower now? I guess.
No, it's closed. They're actually talking about turning into like a museum of modern art.
Oh wow, that would be great. I'm sure there's interesting view up there as well. Wow.
And then this is the other Palazzo Comunale. So these two, where you also have like the museum now and mayor's office and all these kind of things. Yeah.
Oh, so lovely. It's just beautiful. Oh, I've lost you again. Everyone, just bear with us. This outdoor Wi-Fi situation is not always so stable. If you have any questions while you're watching, feel free to pop them into the comments. And when Thomas is back, we'll chat about them as well. It just looks so magical. I definitely want to come to Todi, especially Thomas was telling us about, there's this amazing, I'm just going to add him back in, there's this amazing festival in August for 2 weeks. So it sounds like a really good time. It'd be quite hot, but it sounds like a really good time to visit as well. Okay, I've just added Thomas in again. Bear with us as he joins. So if you've just joined, we're in Todi, which is in Umbria, which is, known as the green heart of Italy. It's a beautiful region. You're yet to discover it.
Back. I'm really struggling with it.
Your camera is black for some reason at the moment.
Now?
I can't see you.
Huh. Let me try and try.
Yeah, if you turn it around, maybe. I still can't see. If people are watching, can you see Thomas? Maybe they can see you and I can't. Let's see. I know the Wi-Fi situation is always a little bit unstable, but it's worth it because it's amazing to see. I still can't see you.
Am I back with you now, or?
No, I still can't see. I can hear you well. No, they can't see you either. They're saying. Do you want to exit and I'll add you back in again?
Let me just exit. How do you do that? Here we go.
All right, let's add him in. Yeah, we could hear him really well that time, but we couldn't see him. So let's try again. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Okay, invite. There we go. He's invited. If you've just joined, we are in Umbria. Someone just, okay, here we are. Yay, I can see you now.
I'm back. Yeah.
Perfect.
So right now we're in a small piazza called Piazza Garibaldi. All cities in Italy, Piazza Garibaldi.
Yeah. Oh my God, look at this view.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is facing like always to Orvieto, Foligno, this kind of, Montefalco, sorry, Montefalco.
Oh, heavenly.
So, yeah.
So beautiful. Oh,
Yeah,
it's such a
it's a
lovely
nice.
place.
Oh, this is so yeah,
Perfect weather as well we've got today. It's a little bit
yeah.
chilly, but
It's fresh. Yeah, you can actually see snow in the mountains on the
wow.
um,
Thomas, what,
Apenini.
yeah, what do you think is the best time to come and visit Todi or Umbria?
I would say anything from
Mm.
spring. Spring is very nice. Like say from April,
Yeah,
May, June, which is like where everything is still kind of fresh. July,
yeah.
August could get a little bit dry and very warm. But I mean, it's not very warm because we're on a hill, so it's like Todi is like 400 meters above sea level, so it's always a bit of a wind here.
That's good.
So that's nice. And then the fall is really nice as well. So also with like the, the wine harvests and truffles and everything.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, everything. So it's really nice. I would say spring with like also for the cooking perspective, like spring is like
Mm.
with all the new vegetables like peas, broad beans, artichokes are still in season. And
Mm.
then in the fall is like the mushrooms, the pumpkins,
Yeah.
chestnuts, fresh wine, everything,
Mm.
truffle. Yeah,
Oh, that sounds so good. And
there's
with
always
your,
something.
yeah.
And
Oh,
tomatoes in summer, always tomatoes.
yeah, tomatoes. Oh,
Yeah.
yum. And if someone wants to join your cooking classes at Il Ghiotone, like how do they work? So people were asking
So
me about.
basically, I mean, you can do it two ways. You can either, if you're a group or family, you can just write us, and then
Yeah,
we can arrange. If we have availability, we can arrange like a course where however you want it, like from a few
yeah,
days until a week.
yeah.
Otherwise, you can go on our website. There's a link in my profile,
Mhm.
and that's like for the cooking school. And you can we have already always a year planned ahead of cooking lessons. So all 23 is already planned as well. So I mean,
Amazing.
people can look and see. I mean, there's itineraries from 3 days until 6 days.
Yeah, yeah. So you
So
don't
and
do,
it's
yeah. There's
and
no
it's a mix
daily
of
class.
cooking and experiences like vineyards, truffles,
Oh,
cheese, all these kinds of things. So it's a lot
oh,
of like driving around, looking at the countryside as well, and yeah. So
sounds
there's
amazing.
we do like every week, every month. There's like 2 or 3 courses planned already. So
Oh,
or you can just stay at bed and breakfast. That's an opportunity as well. So
How
and
many?
then you can always book a cooking lesson while you're staying with us. So
Okay, that's a good idea.
if you wanna just say I want to learn how to make pasta, then we make pasta. Very
Oh,
simple, very
sounds great.
easygoing.
How many
Yeah,
rooms have you got at the
three,
B&B?
three.
Three.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh,
So it's
and
a very small, intimate place. Yeah.
the photos look amazing. So if
Thank
anyone
you.
wants
Yeah.
to come to Toddy, I think you're the place to stay. It just looks so
Yeah.
picture.
If you like it, and if you like these kind of small places, it's personal, but it's still you get your free space and
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's a good nice.
Are you quite close to the center of Toddy, or do you need to
You can
drive?
walk
Oh,
10 minutes
great.
walk. No,
Oh,
but we are in Centro Storico, but we're just on the outskirts, on the wall, huh? So you
perfect.
can walk, easy
Oh,
walking,
easy. Someone
easy
said it.
peasy.
Someone said, "Are we going to see the B&B?" We hadn't planned to,
No,
but yeah, if you'd like to see, I
another
mean,
one.
no, we can do another one perhaps. That would be
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Actually. We could
yeah, yeah,
show
yeah. You
it.
can say hello to Lisbeth as well.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we'll do that next time. Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
because it's a little bit of a walk.
yeah,
It will
yeah,
be
exactly.
like 15, 20 minutes walk.
Yeah. But
So
if you want to see, you can go onto the website in the
yeah,
meantime, or on the Instagram.
yeah,
You can see it's beautiful.
yeah.
Oh,
A very
amazing.
funny little thing to show you that our post office has a beautiful fresco. Not many has that. Huh?
No.
Speaking without a mask.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
See. So yeah, I have to run out. No masks.
Oh,
So
the post office must be
yeah,
the most
so,
popular place to be in the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
morning.
yeah, yeah. It's only open until 1. So
Yep.
No,
You've
it's
got to
very,
be there early.
very
Oh,
beautiful post office.
it's lovely.
Anybody living in Italy knows that post office is something you're trying to avoid because it takes forever.
God, it's a nightmare going to the post office, but at
Yeah,
least
yeah, you don't want to do that. At least you have something pretty to look at. So let's
oh,
try and go down towards the main street, which is Via del Corso. So this is where, I mean, we don't have that many shops here,
yeah,
unfortunately. They all, so right now it's mainly like bars, cafes, and a few shops. Not so
yeah.
much food shops because people will tend to use the supermarkets, unfortunately.
Really, that's interesting. Yeah, I would have thought maybe
Yeah.
there's
So,
a nice pasta shop in town, or no?
no, they're outside town. Everything is outside. Everything in historical center has kind of all these small shops have vanished over the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
When we came, there was like 5 butchers in town, and now there's 1 left. So it's very sad in a way.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So, but then I mean, we just had like we usually have like a Saturday market and a Monday
Yeah.
market, so that's
Oh,
really nice.
that's lovely.
And then half a year ago, Coldiretti, which is this organic organization which tends to promote local farmers.
Yep. Wow.
They started a small market in Todi on Saturdays as well, so it's nice.
That's lovely. Yeah, I love
So
to go to.
really nice. Oh, big car coming. Small streets.
Oh, we've got the flower pots hanging up here too. It's something
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love about Umbria. They're really
They
obsessed
have
with
like
flowers.
small shops all around. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, the street is lovely.
Yeah. Maybe you should
There's
go
no,
get a coffee.
yeah, there's no train station in Todi, is that right?
No, not anymore. There used to be one,
Oh, did there?
but they closed the line. There was a train that ran from Terni, which is on the south of Umbria,
Yeah.
towards Perugia. But they're fixing the
Ah.
tracks, so it's been closed for a few years.
Yeah, right. So it's a
But
again.
if you want to go by train, you can drive. You can take the train from Rome to Terni or Orte.
Yep. Oh,
Ciao, Bella.
beautiful. Oh,
Ciao. Ciao.
no. How lovely.
It was the Kun. She's working. She's married to the guy who has to pay at the bar.
Oh, amazing.
So no. So you can take the train from Rome. It's really easy to Orte,
Yep.
and
That's
then it's like 45 minutes. There's
Yeah.
a nice little fountain here,
Isn't that lovely?
and then yeah, it's a little piazza as well.
So special.
Yeah. So let me just turn around.
Plumbing. Yeah.
And then then you need to get picked up in Orte.
right. But it's a close drive.
So it's like 40 minutes drive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or
Right.
if you arrive in Fiumicino in the airport, there's a bus that takes you to Todi twice a day.
Ah, okay, that's good to know as well. Convenient.
Convenient, maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking that you definitely want to have a car, and then you can do some exploring.
Because if you don't have a car, you're kind of stuck here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because public transportation is really bad, basically, in the countryside.
Do you have any other favorite towns that are nearby that you go to
In
for dates?
Umbria, I mean, I love Perugia, actually.
Yeah, me
A lot
too.
of people hate Perugia, but I think it's really nice.
I
Good
love
restaurant.
it too. Yeah.
Good vibe there. Ovieto's beautiful as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Really nice town. And that's quite easy to get to from Rome. Because
Yeah,
the train
really.
stops in Oviedo.
Yeah,
Or
it's
Florence.
really.
And then in the smaller towns, you have something like Montefalco, which
Yeah.
is very famous for the wine.
Mm.
You have the Sacrantino in Umbria, which is maybe the most famous wine,
Yes.
which is really strong red wine. It's from Montefalco.
Yes. Yeah.
Opera is beautiful as well. Vivania is very medieval town as well.
Yeah, lovely. Oh,
And maybe one of the more famous towns is Spello as well.
Spello. Oh, it's so nice.
Like they're very famous for their flowers, so all the town is like coated in flowers.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, it's very
So,
charming.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
So yeah,
Amazing. Oh, well, it sounds like such a special place, a little bit more quiet, I guess, and obviously the
it's very
main.
quiet now. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
really nice, I think, to visit somewhere like this too. And yeah, you could easily spend a week here, I think, using Todi as your base and
yeah.
doing a few
There's a
things.
base, which is
Yeah,
really easy because it's
exactly.
like easy driving from here because you have Todi is right on the E45, which is the main road in Umbria. So you can drive anywhere within maximum an hour. If you want to go, say, Castelluccio, which is the furthest you can get away, which
Yeah,
is that's almost 2 hours, but it's still manageable.
doable. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, it
yeah,
sounds amazing. Well, if
yeah,
people want to book in for your cooking classes or come and stay with you,
yeah.
where can they, like, how can they do that? Just on your website?
So through the website, yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
and
great. So everyone,
you can see all the details on the rooms. Each room has a page, and
perfect. Oh,
you can read about the cooking lesson and how it works. It's very easy.
amazing. Well, that sounds
Yeah,
so great. And next time, I
yeah,
think we can do a quick
yeah,
tour of the
yeah.
B&B so everyone can
See,
see that as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
perfect.
finish with a coffee and a castagnola?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's show everyone what a castagnola is. That's a good idea.
Or as we call them here, beignets. Oh, I just need to
Ah,
put on. Hold on, I just put on my mask. Huh?
no worries. We're juggling here. You're doing a
Yeah.
great job. Oh.
Yeah. So let's go to the bar. So this is one of the. I mean, it's a really nice bar. It's called Gianni, which is owned by a family called Brizzoli.
Yeah.
So Gianni was the old owner of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and before that, it's actually the oldest bar in Todi. You just maybe go around here, you can see it better. So at that time, it was called Bar del Sport, and maybe you have noticed that a lot of people have saying that, oh, there's always a Bar del Sport in town,
Yeah.
and that's because it was the bar where they had a television.
Really? Oh, I did not
During
know that.
in there. So
Wow.
this was called Bar del Sport, and then the Brizzoli, they bought it, and the only condition was that you have to call my bar Gianni, which was his name.
Yeah. And they said, okay.
Amazing. So they make amazing coffee. Federico is an amazing barista. Let's go inside. Ciao.
We'll need to know where to get.
So, he makes amazing pastries.
Oh,
And then they're very famous for their pastry.
yum.
You can see here. So these are all the treats. So these are beignets, which is like fried bread or cake with the cream inside. And just doing a little bit. So they have struffoli with the alchemins we talked about before.
Oh, that's what they are. Yum.
Struffoli with honey. And then there's the frappe, which is like fried pastry as well.
Yeah.
With like nothing, just honey, or with the famous alchemins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That looks good.
He's very busy now.
It's rush hour.
He's brushing it all alone. It's a very popular place.
Oh, it looks like for good reason. Those pastries look yum.
Yeah, they make really good pastries. Also, in the summer, they make amazing ice cream. So they have a whole selection over here of ice cream.
Oh.
Now it's just.
Too cold for ice cream at the moment.
I think we're going to skip the coffee. It's too busy.
Well, thank you for showing us that. We always need to know a good coffee.
So this is what you eat now for Carnival, all these sugar treats.
Yeah.
So,
And then,
on Sundays, they're going outside for all these truffoli.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, lovely. Well, thank you so much, Thomas. It's been so lovely chatting. I will save this on my profile, so anyone who could make the live, they can watch. Yeah, and we'll do another one together in the B&B at some stage. That'd be fun.
Yeah, cool. So these are nice. How do we get here? Oh yeah, the old Baba in town, Barbieri.
Oh, I love it. So if you want to get your hair cut while you're here, for the
Yeah.
men, you can go to the old bar.
Very good shave for like €5.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
a lot of parties
amazing.
for the guys to go and have a shave with like the knife. It's
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
all right, cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, I hope
Yeah,
to
thank
visit
you.
myself and try your cooking classes at some stage.
Yeah, you should come one day.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Oh,
and if you want to do another one at the house, we can do that.
perfect. We definitely will. All right then, Thomas. Thank you.
All right,
And
take
we'll be
care.
in touch. Thanks
Ciao.
everyone for watching. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao. See you in Umbria. Ciao.
Yeah, bye.